Hey, it's Smitty, and welcome to another episode of A Champion's Perspective. Heading into week 6, I believe. Today we have our normal analyst, Tim Kovac. Tim, how you doing?
Doing just fine. Thank you very much.
Good to have you, Timmy. We appreciate your analysis from week to week. This week we have a special guest, first win coming out this week, Adam Davis. Adam, how you doing?
Yo, good to be here, boys. Good to be here.
Yeah, congratulations, buddy. Big win, big win.
Good job on the first one. First one's the hardest to get. Good job.
Only uphill from here, guys. Only uphill.
Right.
Davis, why don't you tell us some emotions you were going through?
Well, yeah, boys, it was a tough start. I didn't know, looking at my current team, I just didn't know how I was going to start to pull together a win. And I gotta really give a shout out to Cole Marshall. I mean, Cole and I worked hard on a trade. And Cole, I just want to sincerely thank you for taking the bust of Dalvin Cook off my hands and giving me Stephon Diggs and Telvin Coleman. Both of them were good adds to my team, good upgrades, and it filled a couple holes. So, Cole Marshall, I really appreciate you for saving my season.
Yeah, nice job, Cole. You take fur.
Hey, still had enough juice on his team to beat my ass last week.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's without much ado, let's get into the last week's recap. Okay, fuck. All right, Timmy, why don't you start off here with Nick Holbrook versus me, 2-3-2 teams.
I had another shitty week of picks. I went 1-5 this week, which brings my total to, I believe, 7-12. So just like my regular lineups, I'm picking these games shittily as well. But I'm 7-11 actually, so it's still garbage. But so I picked Nick to win. I believe I was handing out blowjobs according to Smitty's last video. But Beckham finally comes through huge. Breeze does what Breeze does. Smitty gets the win.
Yep, gotta love my Drew Brees. Timmy, let's move over to 1-4 Ben Scholes versus 4-1 Ron Meister.
Ron crushed it. High point getter. Michael Thomas let Ben down. He's looks like he needs a little bit of RB help.
Good call. Good call. Let's move down to Puffer, still 5-0. Well, 4-0 would have been last week. 5-0 versus Pete Lamb, 1-4.
Yeah, Puff goes 5-0 for sure. It'll be hard for him next week maybe, because depends if Cooper Kupp comes back or not. But it'll be hard for him to miss the playoffs at the rate he's going. 5-0 it is. Puff wins.
Good
I
point.
called that one.
And
One
coming from
called.
is in me and Davis's division. Adam, how do you feel about that?
If we don't find a way to break up, Todd Gurley and Aaron Rodgers on the same team, we're gonna all struggle to knock Puff out of the playoffs. So
yeah,
I agree with you. It's not
nice seeing Cooper Kupp with a concussion. Maybe that'll take him out a week, but we're all gunning for you, Puff.
Yeah.
Third. All right, Tammy, let's move it on to Brother Bill versus Mac Chase.
Brother Bill keeps surprising. Throws another W on the board. I picked Mac Chase. It doesn't help that Jared Goff just shit all over himself. But Bill put together another great lineup. Ebron went off, and Cooks went out early for Mac, so Bill gets the win.
Yeah, I took a look at Bill's team. He had a lot of guys consistently putting up teams, which is
what you're looking for.
Let's hit Al Scully versus Adam Davis, the game of the week.
Look at those numbers. I don't want to, Davis gets his first win, huge win. Brady balled out. Great start by Sanu, Sanu by Davis. Doesn't hurt that Kamara shit the bed for him, and Scully was the low point getter. But Davis might need a new kicker for next week. -8 points always hurts.
Yeah, it was nail biter going at him last night. I mean, I was up by 30. Kind of figured I had him, but you never know with Kamara. It was good to see Ingram come back and take a major role. And Timmy, you're right. Mason Crosby sitting at one point -12, just absolutely motherfucking him all day on Sunday.
Had to be.
I figured that he was going to be my Browns moment of the week. A kicker costing us a game or costing me a game. So glad I was able to hang on. Scully, thanks for rolling over and taking one for me. I appreciate it. Your team sucked this week.
Hey, Davis, I got a little inside info. I'm not taking anything away from your first win. We're all pretty pumped for you, but turns out that let Al run his team this week.
Oh,
that's what it was. Had to have been.
Denise,
so you should thank Heavy D.
I guess I was gonna say. I guess I should be thanking her for rolling over and taking one. So,
yikes.
Yeah.
Hashtag Craig Krenzel. All right, let's move on
wrap
to
it up.
Tim Kovac versus Cole Marshall.
This one hurt. I got iced. Cole took the W. That's basically what it comes down to. I could have tried to get cute with some moves I made, and I should have just went with the people I usually start. Lineup indecision cost me yet another win, down to 2-3. Cole took it.
Who'd you pick on that one, Timmy? Did you pick yourself?
I always pick myself.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's where we need the special guests for an honest opinion on that game. Because Pete picked against me, and Pete was right.
Yeah, I mean, Tim, Cole is going to be consistent. Look, it was a tight game. Westbrook kind of hurt you. Obviously, Hurst not showing up at all.
I got stuck in that one. I got bye-weeked on that one. I like Hurst's potential.
Surprised you didn't play that hot hand with QT. The key dance. Let me show you how that works.
That's one of the moves I was pissed off about. I would try to get cute with Dede Westbrook, and that fucking shit the bed. It really comes down to Matt Ryan doing what Matt Ryan does. When you need him to perform, he fucks me right in my asshole.
Yeah, 7 points. You easily had that on your bench. Your run. Matt Ryan has an average game. You come away with a win, so tough loss. Could potentially be a make or break moment in this year.
It really could.
Well, on that note, guys, let's take a quick look at the standings. All right, so taking a look at the divisions here, looking at the good, you got Ron taking over 4-1, followed by Cole 3-1, 3-2, and Mac Chase and Pete Lamb taking up the bottom. Ron's tough. What do you think there, Timmy?
He is tough. He's consistent, but I think his team's going to start to fold. I don't know. Cole's consistency is going to be something tough to deal with over the long haul, so we'll see.
Adam, what's your take on the good division?
Well, I agree with Tim, but I do need to point out that Ron is the so far 5 weeks into the season the high point getter, sitting at 641. Most people would think it was Puff sitting at 5-0, but Meister's actually outscored him by about 40 points on the year. So unless his team cools off, I think he's probably averaging some points. It's going to take a good game from somebody to beat him.
Just want to repeat that we all left Connor out there on the waiver wire for him to pick up.
Worse.
I better slow down on my waiver picks because he's going to be getting a lot of money being that points getter.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's move down to the ugly division. We got Nick Holbrook tied to the top with Bill Kovac at 3-2, followed by Tim at 2-3, and Ben pulling up the rear at 2-3. Timmy, what do you got to say about your division?
I still think I'm going to take this division. Like we were talking about a little earlier, I put together some bad lineups. I faced the 2 top point getters in back-to-back weeks, put together a bad lineup. That's my 3-game slide. I'm going to rally this week by knocking Puffer off his high fucking horse, and we'll just get rolling from there.
Like it. Adam?
Wow. Gonna try to tackle Puffer to move up in the division. Yeah, I mean, Holbrook and surprisingly Bill sitting at 3-2. I mean, you got to give props to Bill to being consistent, but you got the tightest division there, only separated by one game, first to last. So it's still anybody's division.
Good point. Good point, Adam. Let's move over to the bad division. We got Puffer on top, 5-0, followed by myself at 3-2, Ben at 1-4, and Davis with his first win at 1-4 also. It's Puffer's division right now. I'm just looking to stay competitive. I got two guys behind me that just got to keep winning too. What do you think, Timmy?
Yeah, it is definitely Puffer's division. As much shit as I talked on the last bit about me winning, he's 5-0. He's got a real strong team. We'll see what happens. Todd Gurley was definitely the right call.
Adam, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, listen, me, Smitty, you and I have shared divisions for many years. You and I always end up battling each other. And Puffer, man, anybody else I would have taken in our division. To see Puffer at the beginning of the year get drawn and into the bad division with you and me, knew it was going to be tough. Puffer's going to be hard to beat, but we got to see what happens.
That's a good point. Good point, fellas. With that, let's get into these upcoming matchups. Let's see what Timmy's picks are all about. And Adam, I'd like you to make some picks too, and let's see how you do.
Rock.
All right, Tim. We have foreign Ron Meister. Almost said Juan because anyway. Versus myself, 3-2. What's your pick here, Timmy?
I actually think you're going to take this one, Smith. This should be the game of the week. I think it's going to be super close. I just think Ron has some tougher matchups. If you look at his big players, I feel they play tougher defenses. So I pick Smitty.
Yeah, Adam, what do you got to say on that?
I'm going to go with Tim. I'm actually going to take Smitty this week. Main reason is because Phillip Rivers has to come
Flex
to
it out, brother.
He's got to come to Cleveland, and he's going to have to try to do what Flacco couldn't do last week, was throw a touchdown. So I'm going to take Smitty, just all because, once again, Phillip Rivers has got to come to Cleveland and play.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Let's move over to 2-3 Mac Chase versus 2-3 Al Scully. And I'm not sure if this got handed back to Denise for this week or not. So, I'll keep you guys in a loop. What do you say, Timmy?
I don't even think Denise can help with this lineup. Scully got bit by the bye week bug. Mac wins.
Yeah. Short and sweet.
I'm actually going to take Scully in this one. I think Scully bounces back. He's not going to want to lose 2 in a row. I think Scully takes this one.
Interesting. So let's move down here. We have 1-4 Ben Scholes versus 3-2 Brother Bill. What do you think, Timmy?
I feel bad. I've been picking so bad, and I feel Brother Bill's going to win this one. It's Big Ben on the road, and he has terrible road splits. So that's bad for Antonio Brown. It's bad for his quarterback. Bill takes it.
Adam?
Boy, tough one. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than the, almost 10 points that it's separated by on the line. I'm actually going to take Bill too. I think he's shown the consistency of scoring over 100 points. Ben's team typically, kind of averages under that. So I'm going to go Bill this week.
Besides Puffer on the 5-game winning streak, Brother Bill has the longest winning streak after that at 3.
That's a good point.
Doing good. Good to hear, Bill. Try to get yourself out of that toilet bowl. All right, next up, 5-0 Brian Puffer versus 2-3 Tim Kovac.
This one I'm going to take. It just comes down to me finally putting together the right lineup, which I'm confident I'm going to do. I'm going to put together the right lineup and get a W. No cup. You got to have at least one Gurley and one cup. He's missing his cup. I take it.
The old kryptonite. What do you got, Adam?
No fucking way. No way do you beat Puffer this week. You and I are both going to have the same record next week at 2-4. After I pull out a win and you you get slaughtered by Puff. So sorry, Tim. You're going down this week.
That's why they play the games on Thursday through Sunday and not on Tuesday nights.
You're going to wish it was over by Thursday.
Probably.
All right, let's move it on to 3-2 Nick Holbrook versus 3-2 Cole Marshall. What do you got there,
This
Timmy?
one I got Nick comes back and pulls out the W. Like Davis was talking about earlier, that Cook trade, he's also got Dougie Baldwin, who's he's looking like a cast off of his former self. Nick is going to take it.
I'm going against you on this one, man. Wentz playing the Giants. Dalvin Cook not showing up. That's why I got rid of him. Once again, thanks, Cole. But I'm gonna take Cole. I'm gonna take Cole in this one.
We'll see who gets the four wins there. Lastly, battle of the 1-4 teams, Pete Lamb versus Adam Davis. Timmy, what are you feeling here?
I picked Davis on this one. Brady keeps doing what Brady does, and that keeps Davis in his hot streak. Davis gets the win.
Adam?
Listen, I obviously I'm going to pick myself. This is going to be a close game. Even look at the line; it's less than a point. It's definitely a pick'em game. I'm just hoping that the team shows up, and I think I'll get one on Pete this week.
Yep. I'd have to say, the only pick I'll make this week, I'm going to pick Adam over Pete. Pretty impressed by the trades that you made with Cole. Dalvin Cook seemed like a tumor more than anything on your team. And, I mean, once he was ready to fire up, he's not doing anything. So I'm glad to see Cole take that hit.
Yeah.
Davis,
You
want to throw in there about my game? You seemed a little too enthusiastic about the guy who's running your division taking another W. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
if I win, it helps both of you guys.
Yeah.
Seemed a little.
Well, one thing I can tell you about Davis is in my division is I don't really got to worry about him. That just goes on data.
Yeah. Well, after this week, I don't know, Smith. I think I'm going to try to close the gap on you.
Good to hear.
Gaps cure the Monday blues.
Called competitiveness, and that's what we needed. You were the last 0-win team, dude. I was glad to see you stay competitive. You didn't fucking decide to just throw all your shit to Meister because he's an office desk over from you. You're like, hey, let's fucking come up with something and split some coin. You fucking came out, you got your win. Fuck Scully in the mouth.
Right in the mouth.
Right in the mouth.
Good week.
Sorry,
Good week. All right, fellas, I want to thank you for joining us on another episode of A Champion's Perspective. Say good luck to all of you. Tim, you're gonna need most of the luck this week. Followed by myself.
Luck needed. Just the right lineup. See you, fellas.
See ya.
Later, boys.